Thank you for logging in on time. Please turn on your video camera and mute your microphones. Your host, who is an adrenaline junkie, EDM aficionado, and sympathizer of diversity, will be online in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. What a terrific introduction. Welcome to the Greening 2021. I'm Alvin Gutierrez of the Ramon D. de Rosario Management of Ramon V. de Rosario College of Business of De La Salle University, and I'm from the Management and Organization Department. Welcome to our first ever virtual The Greening. Now we all know that we are in a terrible pandemic. We know of the challenges that are committed in this virtual space. We know we are all excited to see this great learning institution and along with esteemed professors and administrators working here. But today, we reclaim this virtual space to create a beautiful story. So before we officially start our program and our story, let us have a moment to thank our creator as we have our invocation to be led by Dr. Rodiel Ferrer, Director of the Center for Professional Development in Business, or CPDB, and a full professor of the Accountancy Department.
Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, thank you for giving us this day to witness and to be a recipient of your faithfulness and love that are new every morning. This year, 2020, even up to the present, is not only challenging, but also fraught with tragedy and trying moments. The pandemic is a nightmare which nobody wanted and no one was prepared for. A multitude of us here have lost loved ones due to COVID and have to face an invisible enemy on a daily basis. Lord, despite of that, you have protected us and blessed us to witness another day. And in the face of these freshmen, you have constantly reminded us that even a forest gutted by an intense fire will still bring forth hope and life the next day. As we usher into a new academic year for our freshmen, equip these young minds to lead and live the Lasallian core principles as reflected in the teaching of St. John Baptist de La Salle. For us to have faith in God's omnipresence, the empathy and sense of justice for all, respect people regardless of status, uphold a quality education that will honor our parents and embrace an inclusive community. Dear God, bless our precious college students. The future is filled with uncertainties, especially with the new normal set up that all of us were unwillingly catapulted into. If they are tempted to drift away from your teaching, grant them a gift of discernment to be an overcomer. Enable them to be productive in the profession that they have chosen to embark on. Bless them with a teachable spirit so they would be open to great ideas and they continue to walk in humility and honor. Bless also the parents and guardians whom you, Lord, have raised up to serve as a hedge of protection and guidance for these promising future leaders. Everlasting Father, thank you for the great plans that you have for our future, knowing that being a Lasallian is part of the preparation for our challenging yet exciting and wonderful future. Empower them to walk in the path that you have set for them. Lord, help us to remember that apart from you, we are nothing. Thus, in you we live and we move and have our being. This is our prayer in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Leave Jesus in our hearts. In the name
Forever.
of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Once again, welcome to The Greening, an event specially made for you. So today, we give you a glimpse of how it is to be a Lasallian. We will show you what you can look forward to at DLSU and why we wear our school color with so much pride. So why the greening? Wearing the color green is one of the simplest ways that we express our Lasallian identity. We wear green in sports and festive gatherings like this, although we have much more than such occasions to take pride in being a Lasallian. To give you a preview of how it is like to be a Lasallian, we have prepared a short video featuring our faculty, students, and alumni.
DLSU has been established and run by the De La Salle brothers, Fratres Scholarum Christianarum FSC. In the 21st century, FSC for us means faith, service, and communion.
Consider the programs that De La Salle University offers, programs that are holistic, meaning they form the whole person, not just your head, but your heart and your hands as well.
Well, as a proud graduate, I think DLSU continues to be one of the finest learning institutions in the country. I've seen the school evolve its curriculum over time to be more relevant to that of industry and what's happening today. Take, for instance, the whole digital revolution that's going on. I see the school as being in the forefront of that and adjusting its subject matter, a type of students, a type of professors that they bring in to adapt to these changing times.
De La Salle University is the first university in the region to receive the ASEAN University Network Quality Mark. This quality mark certifies that De La Salle University is now a regional standard university.
The university is equipped with cutting-edge facilities. The programs are designed so that they can be responsive to the needs of the industry as well as to the community.
DLSU for me is more than just a school and more than just a place to learn. It's actually a community and a family for me.
It's really nice to be in a community where you can freely exchange your ideas with each other. And the university really supports you in the things that you love doing.
DLSU inspires me to really excel and stand out in both my academics and in sports. For me, it is my home because it molded me to becoming who I am today.
So my head says DLSU is the premier institution for Lasallian higher education in Asia. My heart says DLSU is the place that gave me all the chances to become a better person.
Our professors don't just lecture us and then we sit in class, listen. I think it's more than that. We actually go out and research. We're asked to find practical applications. We're asked to write research papers on how the things that we're learning can actually help solve some of the most pertinent issues.
When you do teaching and research at La Salle, it's more than material values that matter. Virtues matter, ethics matter, integrity matters.
DLSU culture is inclusive. A lot of students came from different aspects of life, but despite that, you wouldn't feel the division.
The biggest challenge that I faced was competing in the World Debate Championships in Turkey. We were able to really surmount the challenge was because the DLSU community was very supportive.
As a student athlete representing DLSU in the UAP is always special for me. It feels special in a sense that as the whole Lasallian community, we commemorate one special achievement throughout the season.
But I think that in La Salle, there is a distinct debating culture, and that is basically winning with honor and making the game beautiful. And that manifests in a lot of organizations here, even in sports, even in other competitive organizations.
DLSU culture strongly represents school spirit. I'm really proud to be part of the men's basketball team because I get to showcase my talents. I get to play for the school that I really love.
DLSU offers an education that is oriented also towards service. That's why in many of the subjects that are taught in DLSU, there is such a thing as orientation towards service learning.
DLSU is committed to nurturing a community of caliber students and professionals who are not just competent in the field of academics and research, but also people who are morally upright.
And the Lasallian community, I'm sure as it is today, was a very, very solid one. It was a very social community. They already encouraged us to do a lot of civic work around the neighborhood.
With just all the various scholarships and financial assistance programs that the LSU offers, it truly manifests its efforts in reaching out to people who are in need of support and having a quality education.
It's trying to replicate the outside world within the university that best prepares us for the outside world, with the guidance, of course, of our professors and the administration. So I think the future definitely begins in LaSalle.
I believe that students who graduate from De La Salle University are well-rounded individuals. They know how to strive under pressure, and they can still deliver the work that they need to do.
Lasallians are globally competitive in a sense that we're able to adapt to the changing demands and needs of society. We're also able to be flexible in the different people we meet in order to be able to solve different problems and challenges we're faced with.
Here in LaSalle, we are taught to be winners. Being a student here in LaSalle really opened up a lot of opportunities for me.
I invite you to consider your future, but know that DLSU has been at the forefront of making sure that the best future of our student begins in our classrooms, in our laboratories, in our campus, but extends into their future and into their lives.
So the truth is, if all you really want is a good education, I would happily recommend you to any of the top 10 universities in this country. But LaSalle is about something. It's about faith, service, and communion. And if you feel like you've got something to contribute to that Lasallian mission here in the Philippines, and also if you're willing to put in a lot of hard work, then there's a future here for you, and it can begin here.
Like all of these Lasallians, we are excited for all of you to make your own stories here at DLSU. To formally welcome our future Lasallians and distinguished guests, may we invite University President, Brother Raimundo Suplido, FSC, PhD. A round of applause to our University President.
Dear future Lasallians and parents, current students, faculty, and administrators, welcome to De La Salle University. We are delighted to have you with us today for this event, the Greening. We at DLSU hope that today is when you embark on your great Lasallian journey. For the past year, our Lasallian community managed to shift to full online learning. The initial months of the pandemic were a period of adjustment for everyone, but we were able to continue bringing quality programs to our students. The shift did not happen overnight. In fact, more than a decade ago, De La Salle University already started introducing its faculty and students to blended technology-enabled learning. Our desire to remain forward-looking, together with our commitment to our Lasallian core values of faith, zeal for service, and communion in mission, enables us to take on the many challenges that we face today. We cannot wait for the time that you will personally enjoy the wonderful state-of-the-art facilities that we have for you. Rest assured that even within the confines of your home, we offer you holistic learning, as you will experience collaboration with our powerhouse faculty, support staff, and your senior students. The online mode has actually allowed us to participate more in various international activities with our global partners. Our research culture also remains very much alive. As you have already heard, we have 14 academic programs recognized by the Commission on Higher Education, or CHED, as centers of excellence. This is the highest number among our local universities. DLSU also remains the sole Philippine private university in the 2021 Times Higher Education World University Rankings. The global rankings show that we are among the top 5% of higher education institutions worldwide. DLSU is also ranked in 5 disciplines, namely business and economics, computer science, engineering and technology, physical sciences, and social sciences. It is the only Philippine university that is included in the business and economics ranking and is the country's top HEI in the computer science, engineering, physical sciences, and social sciences subject area. We managed to achieve all these and more despite the pandemic. Our institution is steadfast on its mission to provide quality education that will empower and transform our society. We invite you to be part of this mission. Join us to becoming future leaders and achievers for God and country. A very warm welcome to you and also to the parents who are with us today. Animo dasal.
Thank you, Brother Ray, for that fantastic message. As Brother Ray mentioned, the whole Lasallian community responded to the challenges of the pandemic through different programs. We call these efforts Lasallian Reach, or Remote and Engaged Approach for Connectivity in Higher Education. To know more about its components, let us watch this short video.
LaSallian's Remote and Engaged Approach for Connectivity in Higher Education, or LaSallian's Reach, is De La Salle University's response to the challenges in academic learning brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. Building on what DLSU initiated more than 10 years ago, we are now responding to this situation by fully adopting blended learning, a technology-enabled mode of education. For DLSU, this is the most viable and flexible option for the Lasallian community. It emphasizes the importance of engagement between our faculty and students. Lasallian's Reach is anchored on 8 key elements. Engaged online learning. Quality assurance. Accompaniment and student life support. Assistance. academic safety nets. Health safety nets. Reaching out. Widening horizons. As we move forward together from the challenges of the pandemic, we assure that the university is with you every step of the way. We are here to support as you begin the journey to your future at De La Salle University. Animo La Salle!
Our students have the opportunity to interact with the country's best minds and engage in critical thinking and exploration. And with programs that assure close mentoring between students and faculty, endless opportunities are available for each student to venture into research and innovation. And oh, to make you green-inspired with all the messages from our administrators, faculty, and fellow students, we have up for grabs 10 wonderful and amazing prizes from our Strategic Communications Office or STRATCOM. How to join? Just stay tuned with the rest of our video messages as we will ask questions about them in a little while. Not only do you get green-inspired to study in the Ramon V. Del Rosario College of Business, but you'll end up winners as well in today's program. And speaking of winners, every champion has their own mentor. So at this point, we will get to meet some of your future mentors and get to know your future college as well. To share her special message, may we invite our esteemed Dean of the Ramon V. Del Rosario College of Business, Dr. Emelina Sorial. Let us all give a virtual clap to our beloved
Good day
dean.
to everyone. Welcome to Greening 2021. I would like to congratulate all the senior high school graduates, parents, and guardians on reaching this milestone. A milestone indeed, as more than 3,000 students applied for the business program as their first choice, and about 34% qualified, and you are part of this few. Your parents and your senior high schools must be really proud of you. A new chapter in your lives has begun, and we are happy that you have taken your first step by applying and qualifying as freshmen of the De La Salle University, Ramon V. Del Rosario College of Business. Parents believe that college education is their children's ticket to receiving higher salaries and better jobs in the future. But just how prepared are today's college graduates to succeed in their careers after graduation? Anybody could cast doubt on the effectiveness of the college curriculum given the switch to fully online mode due to the health crisis. Even before the pandemic interrupted internships and other opportunities for professional development, educators worried that today's college curriculum might not be preparing students for the future world of work, a concern that has only heightened as new technological tools emerged. In De La Salle University, we know that a key graduate attribute that has become essential for success is agility. What is critical in the new world of work are people who have unique talents and people who come with special combination of skills and knowledge sets who can offer what others could not. De La Salle University has taken huge steps as early as 2019 in equipping our students with the technological training and development opportunities via the De La Salle University minor degree programs, unprogrammed electives, and free tuition fee of up to 12 units or 4 courses for these electives and minor courses. Students may apply and declare a minor degree consisting of 4 courses or 12 units. Requirements for admission to the minor program can be declared with the academic unit. Unprogrammed electives is where students in the undergraduate program may take any and as many subjects outside of their study program as free electives subject to the conditions set forth by the department and the university registrar. The free elective grant provides bona fide undergraduate students of De La Salle University to be entitled to enroll in 12 units of free electives or free minor courses free of tuition fee charges. The college through the academic departments provide orientation to reach freshmen and sophomores while they still have time to take more specialized courses through the minor programs, the unprogrammed electives, and the free elective grant. A business student, for example, can declare a minor in game design, digital technology solutions, and related computer science technical courses to gain more advantage and readiness in the world of work. Students enrolled, for example, in business can also declare minor in the College of Liberal Arts, such as minor in organization communication, creative writing, among others. On top of the rigorous academic standard, our college takes internship seriously as we value career readiness as a primary objective for our business graduates. The college offers individual, project, and team-based internship modes via virtual arrangements with our roster of reputable companies that take in teams of student interns to do project-based activities for client companies that provide deliverables such as research, surveys, or market analysis, among others. I would say that this is a life-changing decision for you to enroll in a fully online mode to pursue your college degrees. We continue to strive to attain the highest level of faculty online presence as much as we would like to achieve the highest level of student engagement. We also strive to provide you with the brand of De La Salle University education centered on the Lasallian values of faith, service, and communion in mission. We at RVRCOB emphasize the need for humanistic and ethical management, which is rooted in our university's commitment to the United Nations Principles for Responsible and Management Education, which engages business and management schools to ensure they provide future leaders with the skills needed to balance economic and sustainability goals. In addition, we uphold the RVRCOB Code of Ethics in molding our students to accept and embody the roles of a business leader, manager, and entrepreneur in the society. We would like to be with you, dear qualified applicants and parents, as we continue to scale greater heights as our college have been judged by the global educational community as we became the only private university in the Philippines at the top 301st to 350th rank for the QS World Ranking for Business and Management Studies for 2021. And we were also judged at the Times Higher Education Global Rankings for Business and Economics in 2020. We have also PASCO accreditation and the ASEAN University assessed business programs, as well as CHED's Center for Excellence in Business Management, Accountancy, and Entrepreneurship. You will never go wrong to go green. I am confident that you will find it an immensely rewarding experience to be in DLSU as the future new normal begins here. Thank you, and we are waiting for you at the RVR College of Business.
Thank you so much, Dean Emmy, for that inspiring message. This time, let's hear it from our esteemed roster of faculty members who are recipients of the Pillars of Lasallian Educators Excellence Awards. First of all, our esteemed Panyero from the Commercial Law Department, Attorney Jan Rafael Salud. So can I have a thumbs up sign to our future lawyers in the house? Okay, great. So once again, let's give it up to our Lasallian Pillar of Excellence from the Commercial Law Department, Attorney Salud.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Attorney John Rafael Salud of the Commercial Law Department of the Ramon V. Del Rosario College of Business of De La Salle University. The best thing about DLSU is the great combination of facilities, parents, teachers, and of course the students. Insofar as the facilities are concerned, they are top notch, and you can always trust that DLSU will always provide the students and the teachers the best facilities that is most conducive to a great learning environment. At the same time, the parents are also involved in the upbringing of their children in the collegiate setting. We have the PUSO, or the Parents of Universities and Students Organization, which actually helps out in every step of the way insofar as dealing with student concerns and faculty concerns as well. Um, Insofar as the teachers always prepare for their classes. And in DLSU, hindi po pwede yung hindi papasok yung teacher. That's a big no-no in DLSU. There are mechanisms to ensure that all teachers are providing the best quality of education to their students, and that they would always prepare not only during class but even before classes start, because there's a great deal of preparation that comes in to the uh, modules in the online learning setting and even in the face-to-face setup. So all of these, alongside with a combination of the culture that the students enjoy inside the university, the fact that a lot of our students are also scholars, and most of them are achievers, some of them very creative, but all of the students have great zeal for learning and for uh, love of country. And that's exactly what we're trying to do here in DLSU, to come up with that holistic sense of ideals. So when the student comes out of the classroom, he is more than ready to face the world. My advice to you is simple: enjoy your days in DLSU. It all goes by so fast. I myself am a product of De La Salle University. I'm proud to be one. My parents worked hard to put me in such a good school, and it has all been worth it. No, all the sacrifice that the parents went through just to put me in such a great university has that paid off. And I guess uh, all you have to do is listen to your teachers, learn well, use the facilities of the school. They're, as I said, they're top notch, they're world class, and at the same time, you can always trust that your teachers will always be there. May malasakit sa inyo ang inyong mga guro. So please do not hesitate to come to us in case you need anything, and the university will be more of service, so that when you go out into the world, we are more than sure that not only you ready, but you would do excellently in every endeavor that you please. So my advice to our prospective freshmen is this. First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate you uh, for passing DLSU. Not everybody is given this privilege. But then again, it places you in an enviable task of choosing which school to go to in the next 4 years. Now, if you do choose DLSU, we cannot promise you it'll be easy. Sometimes it will be difficult, a lot of them very challenging. But then again, all you have to do is to enjoy the next 4 years of your lives, use the facilities, ask help from your teachers, and do your best in everything that you do. We will train you to become true achievers for God and country. And that is exactly what we do here in the LSU. Now, I hope that you will make the right decision, because truly, the future begins here. Animo Lasal.
Thank you so much, Attorney Salud. Now, from the Commercial Law Department, let's move on to the Marketing and Advertising Department. We have Mr. Joel Legaspi, a nominee for this year's Student Search for Outstanding Teachers Award and a finalist of the recent Pillars of Lasallian Educators Excellence Award. So can I have a thumbs up sign for our future marketers and advertisers, students at this event, be it in YouTube or here in the Zoom link? Awesome! So let's now give a virtual love to our marketing prof, Mr. Joel Legaspi.
Good day. I am Jose Luis Legaspi, a teaching faculty from the Marketing and Advertising Department. A pleasant day to you, our dear parents and our new Lasallians. Good morning, our new dude parechongs. Welcome to the best private university in the Philippines and consistently world-ranked higher educational institution. We are mighty proud to be with you today and formally welcome you to this wonderful institution and the tough life community. As early as your first week in school, you will be mentored by the finest teachers in the country. You will use and learn relevant, updated curriculum and have world-class facilities at your disposal. Although we are still on remote learning, you will have complete access to our online learning management system called Infrastructure Canvas. It is the gold standard for online learning used by top schools all over the world. Online access to library is easy, and searching through thousands of database is easy and simple with your individual DLSU email accounts. You will also have individual premium Zoom accounts for easy and limited meetings with your professors and your blockmates. We will encourage you to join professional school organizations, volunteer your time in community development and service learning programs to share your talents with the less fortunate. The school also has continued partnerships with foreign institutions should you wish to become a foreign exchange student someday. Welcome to LaSalle, my dear friends. Welcome to a safe, fun learning community that values the life and teachings of our founder, St. John Baptist de La Salle, the patron saint of teachers. Good day, God bless you, and live Jesus in our hearts forever. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Joel Legaspi. And this time, we have our esteemed faculty from the Decision Science and Innovation Department, where we house our Bachelor of Science in Management, Interdisciplinary Business Studies, and Entrepreneurship. So can I have a thumbs up sign for those who are under these programs mentioned? Great. So friends and future Lasallians, a round of applause to Mr. Raymond Paderna.
Warm greetings to all prospective Lasallians and their esteemed parents. I congratulate all of you for securing a place to study in De La Salle University, a learner-centered, research-intensive institute for higher learning, which is now ranked among the very best in the world. You're entering the university at a time of great uncertainty, trepidation, and distress. And yet, this is also a time when there are many exciting developments taking place in science, technology, business, and the arts. Allow us to enhance your preparedness for a reimagined future by providing a transformed concept of education with a customized online learning platform at the core of this transformation. The university's learning management system called Animal Space is powered by Canvas, and it has been hailed by students and teachers alike for creating virtual classrooms which incubate self-direction as well as critical thinking, in addition to being highly interactive, engaging, and flexible. If you eventually decide to pursue your undergraduate degree at DLSU, you will also find that these transformative learning modalities are accompanied by world-class teaching and mentoring resources provided by impeccably credentialed teachers whose skills are peerless in Philippine academia. Budding researchers will also be pleased to know that De La Salle University's vast digital as well as physical repository of information makes it the country's hub of knowledge and discovery. All of these resources have been marshaled in order to ensure your intellectual and creative development. So to our dear students and their parents, you need to look no further than De La Salle University for an authentic learning experience. I thank you, and I look forward to seeing you soon in campus.
We have heard it from our esteemed Dean of the breadth and width of databases and journals where you, our future students, can acquire information on the trends and best practices in the field of business. We encourage our students to fully optimize these resources as these are part of the fees we pay every term. And as the only business school in the country that is part of the 2021 Times Higher Education World University subject rankings for business and economics, there's really this great pride and honor to belong, isn't it? And since our story has unraveled great testimonials and sharing from our administrators and faculty, why not hear it from our fellow students and alumni as to how their story became part of yours? First off, let's hear it from one of our esteemed alumni as he shares his thoughts about DLSU as well as impart some advice to you, our beloved incoming freshmen. He will answer these questions. What do you like most about DLSU? And what advice can you give the incoming freshies? So, to hear what's his 2 cents worth on these two questions, let us all welcome TV's favorite Sir Chief and a loving father to our recent marketing student graduate, Mr. Richard Yap.
I guess what I could say about what I like about DLSU was the atmosphere and of course all the people that were there. People were more laid back, I guess. It wasn't that they weren't driven, they were, but they weren't so so competitive about it. So that's the thing I like most about DLSU. For question number two, I think that one advice that I could give students who are incoming freshmen why they should choose DLSU is because it's the best school for business. So what else is there to say?
Thank you, Mr. Yap. Up next, I have the privilege and honor to introduce to you our Business College Government President, Mr. Marcus Andre Guillermo. Take it away, Mr. President.
Hi, ID121. I hope you're all safe, well, and healthy despite everything that's been happening in this pandemic. It's been a rough year, and nonetheless, you are still here today as Lasallian leaders, without a doubt. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Marcus Guillermo, ID 118, taking up a Bachelor of Science in Legal Management. I am the incumbent college president of the Ramon V. Del Rosario College of Business and an absolute proud Lasallian. Let me start off with a little reminder for all of you. The start of your college life is an opportunity. It is an opportunity for you to grow where you are planted. You may have passed other universities other than DLSU, but again, I want you to remember right now, the one thing you need to keep in your mind is that you should grow where you were planted. Again, you should remember this one thing throughout the rest of my little talk. It's to grow where you are planted. With that being said, I hope to share with you my story as a Lasallian, and it all starts where you are now. I received my CET results and I passed UST and DLSU. Unfortunately, I did not pass my dream school. Hindi ko na sabihin ko ano yung dream school ko, but I begrudgingly enrolled at the very last week. It was allowed for me to enroll. And you know what? I dropped from Vito Cruz Station and walked onto the grounds of the university. And I heard the trains passing and cars beeping. But I also heard drums beating, students cheering, the bells ringing, and the exclamation of students of Go Lasal! I have never felt more alive, and I fell in love with the school spirit. I fell in love with the university then and there. It doesn't stop there, however. The students of DLSU welcomed us and gave us words of inspiration. And the one thing that really caught my heart, that really pushed me, was that I remember being told that we were Lasallian achievers for God and for country. That line stuck with me ever since. Across my years in DLSU, I dabbled in student politics and governance. I became batch president of over 1,000 students and learned their stories through their everyday experiences and struggles. This pushed me to run for college president of the Ramon V. Del Rosario College of Business, and in the process, I've seen the passion within these Lasallian students. DLSU has a knack for providing opportunities left, right, and center. We have over 100 student organizations that could provide you an opportunity to grow. No matter what your passion is, may it be helping people, may it be governance, may it be business, may it be art, may it be the performing arts, may it be singing, dancing, whatever you want to do, there's an organization in DLSU for you. And more than anything, DLSU has allowed me to grow. It has allowed me to grow outside of my comfort zone. More than anything, I allowed myself to grow where I was planted. I allowed myself to grow where I was planted. The environment here allowed me to grow into something greater than I ever was before. With that being said, I invite all of you to find something that moves you in your college life and move others with it. We need that now more than ever. DLSU can help you do that. Lasalian business leaders of tomorrow, I can't wait to see you in DLSU. Animo Lasal.
Thank you so much, Marcus. And I'm sure we have so many inspiring future student government officers in this session today. So can I see a thumbs up sign in our YouTube channel for those who are planning to be the future business government president of 2025? Great. So from our student government, let us now hear the experience of this very talented young man who not just held one position in the professional organizations, but two. And I'm sure his story will be another inspiring one. So let's all give a virtual clap to our Business Management Society officer and former Arch Network president, Mr. Brendan Barcena.
Hi, I'm Brendan Barcena and I'm a proud Lasalian graduate of 2 degrees, namely Bachelor of Arts major in Filipino Mass Media and Bachelor of Science in Business Management. You know, people often ask me, Brendan, why Lasal? Hindi ka ba nagsasawa since kindergarten ka na nandyan? Well, my straightforward answer to that really is, there's nothing ever in this world comparable to the education and formation experience which I have gained throughout the years being part of the Green School. LaSalle taught me the important values of faith, service, and communion. The spirit of faith moved me to become closer to God through religious and spiritual activities, which helped in my formation. Zeal for service taught me to become sympathetic, generous, and of course, concerned for the marginalized. Communion and mission taught me openness to all persons and to desire being a big brother to all, especially those in need. Being a college student for more than the typical 3 years opened my eyes to wondrous opportunities that provided me wider perspectives. Why was it more than 3 years? Because of LIACOM, or Liberal Arts and Commerce put together in one combined course. Aiming for that liberal arts major immersed me to critical discourses about our rich languages, our media landscape, and of course, our rich and colorful culture that we can proudly say ours. On the other hand, business management taught me the importance of systematic thinking that goes beyond the typical spreadsheets that we see. Additionally, the management program trained me to become a professional, hardworking individual aiming for continuous improvement. And yes, the 2 degrees meant having 2 theses and 3 internships. Overall, these academic experiences were something that I would never, absolutely never, trade the world for. While the university is an excellent research-driven organization through prioritizing academics, the school also prioritizes the mental well-being of its students, which of course leads me to my next point, which is student-led organizations. DLSU believes the importance of having student life balance through supporting students joining various organizations from sports, entertainment, business, and a lot more. Throughout my college life, I was very active in student organizations. If there's only a course called BS Org, I think I would be very much happy to minor in that. But on a serious note, student organizations helped me build my confidence and career. It helped me discover who I am as a person, and it provided me family whom I can trust and be open to apart from my family at home. Some blessings and opportunities which I was able to achieve were, I became the president of Archers Network, the official premier online campus television org of DLSU Manila, a live events and voiceover host for the DLSU Green Media Group, to becoming an assistant vice president for membership for the Business Management Society. All in all, if you will put them together, my involvements in organizations helped me build my resume, and of course, it exposed me to different cultures and perspectives, which I brought to internships and external organizations. Overall, the Lasalian education is indeed a great guide for you to become one of the next leaders of our society. My advice for students, whatever small ideas you have, make them happen. Again, make them happen. And while you are making those happen, while you are working hard on those goals, remember to always stay humble. To the parents watching this video, you are making the right decision to allow your sons and daughters to be part of a very prestigious Catholic university who takes care of its students very well. Trust me when I say that your future indeed belongs here in LaSalle. Having said all of those, good luck, God bless, and animo, LaSalle!
So there you have it, folks and future fellow LaSallians. We heard it from our alumni, student leaders, faculty, and administrators. For sure, we are all excited to be part of this beautiful story, the Ramon V. Del Rosario College of Business. You are coming in at a very exciting time as we will celebrate this year the 10th anniversary of the renaming of our college. Before we move on to our open forum, as mentioned during the start of the program, we would like to give you a chance to win some prizes. We will drop the Zoom link to our virtual production room here in our live chat. The first 10 who will join our Zoom room will get a chance to answer our trivia questions and receive a prize. They can also ask a question directly to our panelists. So right now, fastest fingers for those in the YouTube, you now have the link to our Zoom link here. And once we get the first 10 participants from our YouTube channel, then you will have a chance to win our prizes. So please get ready. I think the link is already in our YouTube channel. Fastest fingers, so click on that link and get ready. So we have questions from our event. So everything that you've watched in our video will be our questions. So 10 questions, 10 winners, 10 awesome prizes from our strategic communications office. So while waiting for our 10 participants from our YouTube, I'd just like to acknowledge the presence of all our panelists in our Q&A in a little while. We have the chairs of the different departments. We have Dr. Joylene Legaspi. We have Attorney James Keith Heffron, Dr. Ruth Angeli Cruz, Dr. Maria Paquita Dion Bonet, Miss Mary Julie Balarbar, and Miss Mary Chris Albao. So let's just wait for our top 10 entrants. So questions first to our participants before you guys had a chance to ask questions from our panelists. So I'm sure you have already something in mind. Like, is there a qualifying exam in each program? All right, so right now we have Zafra, our first student, here in our Zoom link. So Zafra, can you open your video cam? Something in mind? All right, Zafra Nicolo Rafael. Hello, Zafra. Can you unmute your microphone? Zafra, can you open your video cam in mind? Yeah, and show your face. Alright, Zafra Nicolo Rafael. Zafra, can you use your microphone? No. Show your face.
I'm lagging.
All right, Zafra, here is your first question. What is, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, cool. All right, so RVRCOB students are always ready, okay? So what is the complete name of the RVRCOB?
What? Wait.
What is the complete name of our college? What does the RVRCOB stands for?
RVRCOB?
Yes.
Ramon V. Del Rosario. College
All
of
right,
Business.
all right, congratulations. A round of applause to our first winner of our prize. Thank you very much, Zafra. So our tech team will contact you on how to claim your prize. Our second, we have number 2, and I think he's already here.
For college.
All right, let me just check. Faye Bongat. Faye, are you in? All right, Faye. Come and join me in the virtual stage. And I have my second question for you. Calling on Faye. Hello, Faye. Okay, so yeah. All right, so let's move on to number 3, okay? Yeah, sure, no? So we have our third student, Miss Andrea Venice Peña. All right, yes, congratulations for making it in our Zoom link. And here's your question. Just give me a magical number. So how many objectives or components does the Lasallian Reach have? Again, how many objectives or components does the Lasallian Reach have?
7.
7?
Number 3.
All right, are you sure? I'll give you another chance. Can we make it higher? Higher than 7. That's your clue.
Higher than 7. 13. Or higher, way higher.
No, lower. Okay. Higher than 7, lower than 13. All right, last chance. Last chance.
No.
Give me a magical number. Okay. How many objectives or components does our Lasallian Reach have?
10.
All right. Can we give another chance? Tech team, one more chance. Lower than 10. Higher than 7. Lower than 10.
8.
There you have it. Congratulations. And you just won our beautiful Lasallian merch. Okay. And our tech team will contact you any moment. So we have 3 more questions. And our third student is Mr. Irvin de la Peña. Irvin, mic's off. Cam's on.
Morning.
All right. Irvin, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. So here's your question, Irvin. What is the name of the Dean of the Ramon V. del Rosario College of Business?
It is Dr. Emelina Rosario.
All right, congratulations. The complete, no? Ang galing naman. So, very good. And congratulations, Irvin de la Peña. You just won a wonderful Stratco merchandise. All right, next we have our fourth contestant, Mr. Alex Justin Illustre. Mr. Illustre, are you in?
Yes.
All right, congratulations. And now here's your chance to win a wonderful DLSU merch. Can you name one of the 3 faculty members who shared their testimonials about their Lasallian student life during our introduction video? So we have 3 faculty members. Just name one.
Can it be any?
Yeah, any of the 3 faculty members who shared earlier. Our winners of the Lasallian Pillars of Education Excellence Award.
Is it Mr. Ramon D. Paderna?
Very good. And that's it. You just won the Lasallian merchandise. Congratulations, Alex Illustre.
Thank you very
And
much.
you're welcome. And our first 5 question in our first round of our trivia question. And I hope all the students will stay in our Zoom link because you have a chance to ask our panelists in the Q&A. So number 5, we have Miss Kathy Tan. Miss Tan, are you in?
Hello.
All right, congratulations for making it here in the Zoom link. And here's your question. So earlier, your fellow Lasallian named one of the faculty members. This time, can you name one of the 3 departments where these faculty members belong? So yung mga faculty testimonials natin. Can you name one?
BS, IBS, major in entrepreneurship.
All right, congratulations, you got it. Decision Sciences and Innovation, or DSI. So congratulations, Miss Cathy Tan. And at this point, we will now proceed to our question and answer portion. And if you have any questions, Zafra, Mr. Alex Ilustre, Mr. Erwin de la Peña, and we have, of course, Miss Andrea Peña. Okay, so do you have any questions to our panelists? So with that, let me just have the opportunity once again to introduce our chairs who are here in the Zoom link. We have Dr. Joylyn Legaspi from the Accountancy Department, Attorney James Keith Heffron from the Commercial Law Department, Dr. Ruth Angeli Cruz from the Decision Science and Innovation Department. We have Dr. Maria Paquita Diongon Bonay from the Management and Organization Department. We have Miss Mary Julie Balarbar from the Marketing and Advertising Department. And we have Miss Mary Chris Albao from the Financial Management Department. We also have our vice chairs. We have Mr. Mark Vincent Bendo, okay, who will also address your concerns in the YouTube chat box. We have Attorney Jan Salud, one of our speakers earlier. We have Dr. Manuel Tanpoco. We have Mr. Patch Aure, Mr. Jose Luis Leongson, and Mr. Rene Cuartero. Okay, so do we have our questions now? And I think there we have one. So here's one question. How much is the average tuition of the Bachelor of Science in Accountancy? Our first question in the chat box, courtesy of our Business Government President Marcus Guillermo. Anyone can answer this from our accountancy department? How much is the average tuition fee for the Bachelor of Science in Accountancy?
Hello, good morning. Thank you for that questions. Siguro I can only give range. Based on my inquiry on the previous students, I asked this before. It is a range between 50 to 60,000 in a semester.
Again, for those who are in our YouTube chat, can we repeat the figures again, Dr. Legaspi?
Sorry. Based on my inquiry before with the previous student, I think they're paying around 50 to 60,000 for one semester for BSI.
Okay, that's great. No? That's 50 to 60. And a follow-up question, does BSA have a qualifying example?
Oh, thank you so much. We don't have. That's the beauty of accountancy, you know. So come and join us here at the BSA. In reference to that question, instead of qualifying examination, we're giving you advantage. It is unlimited days. So you get enough time for you to finish your BSA degree program.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Legaspi. And we have here in our Zoom chat, Alex Ilustre. So Mr. Ilustre, feel free to unmute your microphone and open your cam and ask your question directly. Fire away. So Alex is raising his hand. There you go, Mr. Ilustre. Go ahead.
Hello. So I have a question, and I think everyone knows the answer, but is DLSU the best school in the Philippines right now?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Definitely, we are the only business school from the Times Higher Education who got a ranking of the top 300. So I guess if you're already in the world standards, wow, then there indeed we are in the best university, the best business school in the country. Oh, by the way, before you go, Alec, may I know your course?
I am in business management.
All right, business management. So to our DSI administrators, you now have Alex Ilustre in the house. All right, so thank you very much. Any other questions? We have one more here. In our chat box, is it possible to finish a LIACOM program within 4 years by overloading per sem? Okay. So any administrators, chairs who would like to answer that? LIACOM program in 4 years by overload.
Alvin, may I?
All right, Dr. Storiel, go ahead.
Yes, because it's a double degree program, no? So you're going to have, for example, in management, we have around 3 years and one trimester. So that's 3 years and one trimester plus. We're going to have some crediting, no, for the subjects, especially the general education for your first year. So more or less, you may graduate provided you will not fail any course. It's actually it's up to you, no? Probably around 4.5 years for a double degree program if you're fast enough and not fail any of the courses.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Soriel, for that. We have three more questions, and wow, I was looking earlier at our YouTube chat box, and it was on fire. A lot of people are asking. It may not be here, but I hope the chairs or vice chairs are already answering this if they have a group chat for their course. So that's the common. Now, at the start of the program, I've been seeing, do we have a group chat? Do we have a Facebook group so that they could join and meet their fellow course mates? Okay, so I guess the vice chairs are already addressing that, but we have now another series of questions here. For the Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies, okay, so this is from the DSI, okay, is there a culinary arts or tourism elective for the BS-IBS? So Dr. Ruth or Ms. Dr. Tanpoco, feel free to unmute your microphone and address the question.
Hello, there.
Yes.
So for the interdisciplinary studies, we offer various electives that you can program by yourself. We already have one course on fashion, and then for culinary, I think we have offered one before. But the beauty of our program is that we meet with our students regularly, and we also ask them the electives that they are interested in, and that's what we try to bring to the program. So once you join us, I'm inviting you to meet with us and meet with BMS, our course org, and then you can tell us the electives you're interested in, and we'll definitely try to give you the programs and the courses that you would want to have in your interdisciplinary business studies. Thank you.
All right, that sounds so exciting. Wow, parang wish ko maging IBS na rin ako, no? So I could take up culinary, okay? So we have here another one. And it's a very relevant question, so hang tight, guys, and listen carefully. If face-to-face classes were to be resumed, will all students be required to take the classes physically? Once again, let me repeat the question. If face-to-face classes were to be resumed, will all students be required to take the classes physically?
Alvin, may I?
All right, go ahead, Dr. Sariel.
Okay, so based on what we know right now, because nobody knows when the pandemic will end and when all of us will be safe, no, to go back to school together. So in case we're going to have, we're going to be permitted to go to campus, it will still be blended learning, meaning observing social distancing, of course, physical distancing. So that will be probably around half of the usual 40 people in a classroom will be allowed entry into the classes, and then the rest would stay at home or wherever they can access their virtual classes. So that will be the arrangement that we will have if ever we will be allowed to go face-to-face. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Sariel, for that. Our dean answered it straight from the dean's mouth, okay? So I hope we have addressed that concern, no? And I'm sure a lot of our students are having that concern now that the vaccine is being out there, okay? So we have our questions from the contestants, our next 5 contestants. We have from Ayana Beatriz Bascugin. And her question is, will the enrollment details be sent today for all Term 3 applicants? So she's excited and she wants to enroll right here, right now. So anyone who would like to take this answer? Will the enrollment details be sent today for all Term 3 applicants?
Yeah, hi, Alvin.
Yes,
Alvin,
thank
this is Gritch. Good morning.
Good morning, Gritch.
Yeah, for Term 3, we will be sending the enrollment details, the enrollment advisory starting today until Monday. But for Term 1 enrollees, we'll be sending it after the deadline, which is June 30. Thank you.
All right, so there you have it. So stand by on your social media apps. No, I have subscribed to DLSU on my Viber and Twitter, so you will receive all the details today up until Monday. So get ready and welcome. We're so excited to see you on June 21. And here's from Mr. Jester De Torres, and I'm sure he's from the financial management course. No? What makes Bachelor of Science in Finance the best financial management program in the country? With a heart sign, BS Fin. Okay.
I'll take it. Is it okay, Miss Chris?
All right, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Hi, Jester. First, welcome to the BS Fin program. Let me answer that question. No? One, from personal experience, I'm also a BS Fin graduate from DLSU. It has opened so many opportunities for me, both here and abroad. So I think the program itself, it's very international in perspective. So it does open you to be more mindful of global trends and whatnot. Second, also, it has a very good mixture of both financial knowledge and also quantum computing. So if you want to be in the cutting edge of, in the finance industry, I think we don't just focus on the hardcore math and also the very basic foundational finance knowledge, but we also try to equip you with the more cutting edge computing technology that you have. May it be something with statistical tools or something with like using internet-based knowledge. And lastly, I just love the program. I think you'll love it too.
All right, so thank you very much, Mr. Rene Quartero, our Vice Chair of the Financial Management Department. And we have here a live question from Zafra Nicolo Rafael. He's raising his hand, and Zafra, feel free to open your mic and your camera and fire away.
Hello.
Hello.
So my question is, my course right now is marketing. And if I shift after the first sem, like to business management, will I get delayed or no, since the subjects are general pa lang?
All right, who may want to answer? He plans to shift, no? Okay. All right, sige, Zafra, stand by for your answer. And I think this will be addressed by anyone, any administrator, chair of the marketing department. Convince him not to shift. Huwag ka na mag-shift, no? Okay, anyone? Will he be delayed pag nag-shift siya? All right, Dr. Angela Cruz is raising her hand. Sige, she will answer the question.
Since hindi sumagot yung marketing and since sa amin yung MGT, sasabihin ko hindi siya madedelay.
Actually, sa finance hindi siya madedelay pag nag-transfer siya.
Hindi ka madedelay. Pero I think good choice yung MGT to shift in. But seriously, we will have to look into your flow chart and then look at the courses. For if it starts with COB, it's a COB course. Then and every COB course will require you to take it. So you will see if the course will be credited across all programs in COB and especially in MGT. There. So at the start of your program, you will usually start with most of the COB courses. But you're welcome in MGT, but marketing is a good course as well.
All right.
Because I graduated from that department.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so Zafra, you will not also be delayed if you wish to apply in the Applied Corporate Management Program from the MOD. So ayan, meron ka ng tatlong potential courses that you can choose from after your enrollment. So for the interest of time, we can only accommodate one last question, but don't worry, the questions posted in the chat will be addressed, okay? And here's our last question. I was asked to call Gladys. Is Gladys here? Gladys has a question, and I think she was raising her hand. Our tech team spotted her. One last question from Gladys. Okay. All right. So Gladys is the one who will answer the question. All right. Here's our last question. Sorry about that. All right. So here's our last question. And I think this is a very relevant one. Okay. Will DLSU accept late enrollees this coming school year? So once again, will DLSU accept late enrollees this coming school year? So I think this is the 2021-2022.
We have the special application period, and there's a enrollment period for that.
Okay, so we have to follow the so-called
Hello?
enrollment period. Yes, Miss
Hello?
Gladys. Yes, Miss Gladys, go ahead.
Yes.
So we have to follow the so-called schedule. Am I correct, ma'am?
We have the special enrollment period. That would be the last day.
Okay, so the last day will be the special enrollment period. So they have to be standby on that specific date.
So
Okay,
that
that's
would
okay.
be the date of the enrollment that they could follow. That would be the last date of enrollment.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Gladys from our admissions office. And here's the final, the ultimate final, because he posted this twice, no? And this is from Jester De Torres. And I'm sure we have a lot of our students here having that concern, no? When can the foreign students apply for their student visa to be processed? Again, so when can foreign students apply for their student visa to be processed? Anyone who would like to address this question? From Jester De Torres.
Hi, Alvin. Can you
po.
repeat the question, please?
The question is, when can the foreign students apply for their student visa to be processed?
Okay, so they can actually apply for their student visa by emailing erio@dlsu.edu.ph. It will be simultaneous with the enrollment. So they should be able to process their student visa before June 16 until June 30. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Prado, I think the question is coming from one of our Zoom participants here. Can you please type in the chat box the email address so that he can copy paste? Thank you so much. All right, so again, as promised, we still have five more prizes up for grabs. So can we call in our 6 participants, student participants in this room right now? Can we call in Miss Cathy Tan? Cathy? There you go. So we have Miss Marielle, Ana Beatriz, Jesser De Torres, Araiza Tirona, and Kashmir Tablang. No? So first we have Miss Marielle Fiona Katakis. Marielle, are you here? And let's proceed with our question and answer. Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, here we go. So here's your question. So here's our last 5 questions, and the same mechanics apply. So what is the complete name of our university president? So Kathy, what is the name of our university president, the one who just gave his speech, no, his opening remarks?
Brother Raimundo Soplido, sir.
All right, congratulations. And once again, we have another winner for our merch from the Stratcom office. So congratulations, Marielle. Our tech team will contact you on how to claim your prize. Next, we have Miss Ana Beatriz Bascugin. Ana?
Hi.
Open your camera. Hello, and welcome, and congratulations. So here's your question. So who is our college president or the business college government president? So earlier we have the university president. This time, who is our business college government president? Can you name him?
Business. Is it? Wait. Isn't the guy?
Yes, the guy in eyeglasses.
Oh my God, wait.
Sige, kaya mo yan. Sige, do you want a clue? So
yes,
famous
po.
yung name niya. Famous yung first name niya at yung second name niya. Yung surname niya is I think he's in the arts. And his first name is a Roman. No? He's a famous Roman character.
Marcos Guillermo.
Congratulations! Marcos Guillermo is the correct answer. And not only you win a prize, you will become his ano ba yun? Chief of Staff, no? Okay, Marcus, meron ka ng upcoming Chief of Staff from the freshman of 2021. Okay. Meron ka ng posisyon kagad sa college government. All right, so number 8, we have our 8th contestant, Mr. Jester De Torres. Ayan, yung nagtanong about scholarship. Jester, mic's on, cam's on. All right, welcome, Jester. So, Jester, since we've been talking about or asking people about names, this time, can you name or give me the complete name of the athlete featured in our admissions video? Who is this famous cager featured in our video? Go.
Wait, oh my gosh, wait po.
Famous siya, marami siyang TikTok followers, no? Son of a former cager and a brother of another famous cager. Okay? So,
John Teng po.
All right, congratulations, Jester Torres, and Jester just won another DLSU merch. Congratulations. All right,
Thank
next
you
we
po.
have, you're welcome, and welcome once again to De La Salle University. We have our 9th contestant, Miss Arisa Tirona. Arisa? Can you open your video cam and your microphone and join me on the virtual space? Arisa? Okay. All right, we have our next. We have Mr. Kashmir Tablang. Kashmir, are you in? All right, Kashmir, hello. Good morning. And here's your question. Who is the alumni businessman featured along with our famous cager, Jeron Teng? So again, who is the CEO? Now, what's the name of the CEO featured in our video?
Oh no, I don't remember.
That's okay. How about the company that he's running right now? It's a very famous telecoms company.
Globe?
All right, congratulations, and you got it correctly. And we have that. I think that's the last, no? The last of our contestants. So for those who asked questions earlier, please feel free to check our chat box on the email addresses. So once again, thank you for those wonderful questions from our parents and future LaSallian students, and also a big congratulations to our first 5 LaSallian merch courtesy of our Strategic Communications Office and our last 5 winners here. So at this point, thank you for joining us today, and I hope we all are inspired to be part of the only business school in the country that is in the Times Higher Education ranking. So as our way of having continuous improvement, we are now highly encouraging everyone to please feel free to fill up the feedback form. And for all our game participants and winners, please stay after the event so we can get your details. So once again, we're putting our feedback form in the link in the chat box as well in our YouTube channel. So feel free to fill up this form and give us your evaluation. So once again, this is Mr. Alvin Gutierrez of the Management and Organization Department of the Ramon V. Del Rosario College of Business. Thank you and welcome to DLSU.